What is going on, everyone? And in this video I'll be giving you my main and co-main event prediction for the upcoming event taking place on ABC, their second event on ABC, or UFC Vegas 23, April 10th 2021. Should be one of those cards where it seems like it was put together last minute as far as the main event is concerned, just trying to find someone to fight Vettori. Wasn't supposed to be Holland, but Holland's ready to go. That's something I have to talk about, but we'll go ahead and show you my picks for the whole card, and then we'll talk about the co-main event and the main event. So we have the co-main event, Arnold Allen taking on Sodiq Yusuff, and for this one, Arnold Allen's going to be probably the more overall technical fighter in this fight. He's going to be the one that's not going to go out there and necessarily just try to land bombs in each one of his shots. He'll probably go for the takedown. I don't really see him standing up trading with Yusuff. I think Yusuff is very dangerous in this fight. He definitely has a lot of KO power, and when he gets taken down, if you look at it, he can get right back up. It's just a matter of, if he gets grinded the whole fight, can he keep popping up in his cardio and all that. But Allen, I would assume, is probably going to try to wear on him. Probably set up some kicks here and there, but I don't think he's going to want to trade with him. Yusuff's best thing is to defend those takedowns, keep the pressure going at Allen, because I think Allen's probably going to try to get in his face, grapple with him. But Yusuff needs to come forward. It's a smaller octagon because of it being in the Apex, so I think Yusuff has to go forward. If Allen can't get those takedowns, Yusuff has to just keep pressing, and lighting him up. And I think he can. Whether or not it's a knockout or anything like that, I don't think so. He can't be getting taken down, though. If he starts getting taken down constantly and Allen's just working him on the floor, I can see Allen winning this fight. But I do think Yusuff, he's going to come in this one. He's going to be aggressive. He's going to be able to, if not defend the takedowns, pop right back up, staying in his face. He has to be careful, like I said, with the ground game, but he does seem like he's definitely fought good competition, and he's probably training. He probably knows Allen wants to take him down, so I'm gonna look for Sodiq Yusuff to keep getting, whether he gets up and just keep popping shots in front of Allen, really just outstriking him for the match. So I'm gonna take Sodiq Yusuff to defeat Arnold Allen. I'll take him to win by a decision. And then move on into the main event of the evening. And this is obviously going to be a really short notice fight for Kevin Holland. We have Marvin Vettori taking on Kevin Holland. And for Marvin Vettori, he was obviously in this fight to not fight Kevin Holland. He was supposed to fight, who was it? He was supposed to fight Darren Till, yes. So that, I think, would have been a very tough outing for Vettori if he didn't get the takedowns. I think Darren Till was definitely going to come forward in that fight, really try to come back and strike with him. And I think that was going to be a tough fight for Vettori if he couldn't get those takedowns, because we know Darren Till, he can be a dangerous striker. As for Kevin Holland, obviously the one thing here is, it's only been like 2 weeks. So, has he really done anything to change his game? Has he really... what I think one of the interviews I heard him say that he trained like a week later, nothing crazy, nothing crazy, not like he was working. He had some guys come in and take him down and stuff, but he really wasn't working on necessarily improving. And what can you do in like a week, right? It's not like his takedown defense is going to be any better than it was against Brunson. And the thing about Vettori in this fight, though, is let's say he takes Holland down. I don't think Vettori is going to just lay on him. And kind of like Brunson. Brunson definitely teed off on him here and there, but it wasn't like he was looking for submissions or, you know, anything like that. So I think Vettori, if he takes him down like that, I feel like Vettori can definitely get a submission in this fight. Holland, you know, like we said before, he has to really tee off on the feet. He really has to hurt Vettori early. And, you know, I think he can. I mean, the power's always going to be there. But overall, Vettori is the better fighter. He has more avenues to win. Vettori, he really isn't one of those guys that's, you know, laying... He has power, but I don't feel like he's one of those guys that's laying bombs and knocking people out left and right. If you look at his last fight against Jack Hermanson, won it by decision. Carl Robinson got him in the rear naked choke. Andrew Sanchez, decision. Cesar Ferreira, decision. He lost to Israel Adesanya by decision. He drawed with Omar Akhmedov and beat Vitor Miranda by decision. So, like I said, he's not going out there knocking people out. He definitely has a lot of submissions and a lot of decisions. So, for this fight, I mean, he looks really good shape. I mean, he's coming out of his training camp. He was supposed to be fighting Darren Till. So, I expect him to kind of go into this fight, take this guy down, Kevin Holland, grind him out, submit him possibly, and kind of just beat him up on the floor and not really have anything to do with the stand-up. And Kevin Holland, like I said, he looks a little too accepting of getting taken down. Now, could he pull a Tyrone Woodley and, you know, just come out and say, F it, man, I'm going to come out here, just start swinging, going crazy. I'm not, you know. Yeah, but that adrenaline dump could only last like a couple minutes. And then after that, he's back to getting taken down and just sitting there. So... yeah, I mean, I don't know if him being a plus 255 underdog is necessarily the right thing. I think when it comes to, you know, his power and the way he can just knock you out quickly, that's always scary. But I would say like maybe Holland wins like twice if they fought 10 times by knockout, whereas Vettori wins it by decision or submission majority of the time. So I'm gonna go Marvin Vettori on this one. You know, he had a full fight camp. He's not coming off losses. He knows what he has to do to get this fight down. Holland, he's going for broke in this one. Could be scary, but, you know, I think if Vettori can survive. And like I said, he hasn't lost by knockout. He's only lost 4 times by a decision. So if he can go in there and not get, you know, smacked up, I think he just takes him down, grinds him out, and kind of just puts the work on Kevin Holland. So I'm going to go Marvin Vettori to defeat Kevin Holland, and I'll take him to win by a decision. So that'll do it, guys, for my UFC Vegas 23 main and co-main event predictions. Overall, a decent card. Unfortunate we didn't get to see Darren Till versus Marvin Vettori. We'll see what happens, but I expect the main event to kind of just go the way it's gonna go. You got Mike Perry on the card too. That should be interesting against Daniel Rodriguez. You have Sam Alvey taking on Julian Marquez. So there's a couple fights here and there. Jim Miller, but nothing too crazy. And so yeah, hopefully it's a good card, guys. And thank you guys for watching. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, leave your comments down below. Always appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next week.